Thank you for stopping by, Mid-Trimnell. After yesterday's video, I got a question from one of you, and the question was, why are Gen Xers so nostalgic? And what specifically are they nostalgic for? Now, I think it's going to take more than one video to answer that, but I'm going to give you one answer in this video. But first of all, I want to say why it isn't, what is not the answer. It is not because we miss shopping malls and certain Def Leppard and certain kinds of music that was popular then. Of course, you might be attached to, the pop culture of a given era, but that it goes way beyond that. One of the key factors, I think, is the issue of stability. If you were growing up in in the 80s, let's say you came of age right around 1990, there was a sense that the world was stable. And of course, this also applies, I should note, if you were growing up in the United States or another stable Western country. It didn't necessarily apply in other places, and I recognize that. But if you were growing up in the US, certainly not everybody's individual circumstances were wonderful. People were struggling with things individually. Now, my life, I'll admit, was pretty good. I had a good upbringing. Like grade school, high school was not, I had a basically positive experience with all that. But I did see people who were coping with individual struggles, whether it was in their home life or in their peer group or whatever. But there was a very real sense that if you overcame your individual challenges, that out there, the world basically was stable, that somebody who knew what they were doing was at the helm. And there were a lot of things in the world that were much more positive trends back then. So, for example, like geopolitics, there was a thawing of East-West relations, and the Cold War was coming to an end, and there was a belief that geopolitics were going to be more stable. Domestic politics, some of us were Democrats, some of us were Republicans, but overall politics were a lot more centrist and moderate then. Now, I know today, particularly among some of the young whippersnappers who don't remember those days, they have this illusion that being a moderate is a bad thing, but it worked pretty well back then. So it was, I think, a big part of what we miss